Thomas Alexandre Dumas, the father of the French writer Alexandre Dumas. Have you heard the story of the Three Musketeers? This is a story about four men who fought for king and country and had all kinds of exciting adventures. Or the Count of Monte Cristo, where a man named Edmond Dantes was lied about, sent to a prison to rot, but he managed to escape, get rich, and get revenge on the people who put him in the prison. These stories were written by a man named Alexandre Dumas. Now you may wonder, where did he get these wonderful ideas for stories? He got them from his mother. His mother told him all the adventures of his own father, Thomas Alexandre Dumas. Now, what do we know about him? Thomas was born in what is now Haiti in the year 1762. His father was a marquis, or a person who was considered very important. His mother was a black slave. He was strong, smart, and handsome. He became a French soldier when he was 24 years old. He was part of the French Revolution. He got married when he was 30 years old to Marie-Louise Labouré. He became a general in the army a year later. Thomas fought alongside Napoleon Bonaparte before Napoleon became Emperor of France. He fought in Italy and Egypt under Napoleon, and he won many, many fights. Thomas Dumas was an amazing soldier. One fight, there were palisades blocking his soldiers from the enemy. Now, a palisade is a long wooden stick that are pointed at top. Thomas began throwing each one of the soldiers over this palisade one by one, and the enemy was so surprised that they just gave up. Another time, Thomas was guarding a bridge. He needed to stop a whole squadron or group of soldiers from crossing that bridge before help could come to him. He fought them off all by himself. Now you think Napoleon would have been happy because of all these victories that Thomas had won, but instead it appears he was jealous. One reason was at one victory, the people thought Thomas was the one who was in charge instead of Napoleon, and he did not like that very much. What else do we know? Thomas won fight after fight for his country. He never allowed his men to take things from the people he won against. When Thomas was on his way home after fighting in Egypt, he was captured and put in prison on the island of Naples. Napoleon left him there for 2 years before he helped him get home. And that happened only after Thomas's wife wrote letter after letter asking for his safe return. And when he did come home, he was very sick, and Napoleon would not give him the money he should have had for fighting. Thomas Alexandre Dumas died in 1806 very poor, and Napoleon refused to give the money to his family, even after they asked for it. We didn't hear much about Thomas Alexandre Dumas due to the fact that Napoleon made sure we didn't. In a famous battle, Thomas should have been in a painting alongside Napoleon, the one they fought together in Egypt. But when the painting was made, Napoleon decided to put a blonde-haired man next to him instead of Thomas. And Napoleon also changed laws that wouldn't allow men of color to go very high in the army like Thomas did. Because remember, Thomas was a general. Thankfully, Alexandre Dumas wrote his wonderful books and based characters off of his father. And then a man named Tom Rice did a lot of research and found out more about this amazing man. If you'd like to learn more about Thomas Alexandre Dumas, read The Black Count by Tom Rice. It's a very enjoyable book. There's a lot more to learn about Thomas Dumas. I suggest you look him up on Google.